dang, bro. Can't do too much about that one for real. Number 5 and ESL is legit. GG's on that, man. No kidding. Alright, so here we go for our Miramar match. We're coming up from the bridges of North Pardona, going right between Las Leon, Chumacera, the church area, just to the east of Picado, straight up between San Martin and Hacienda del Patron. We got the Hacienda del Patron just to the east, San Martin to the west, going over the north, or over to the north, the top of water treatment, and right between Oasis and Torremunda. To the E we go. Alright, so we got the Sentinels going down to Pardona. Let's see, it looks like the Real Gunners Esports headed over. They are on a split. It looks like Wolf is the only one going over towards Prison Island, but he's far enough away from the Sentinels that should be fine. We do have Twisted Militia, Obi-Wan. Your boys are with Rain Esports and our IP department, so they are all right in there. Let's see, looks like Las Leon, Jack Lord, look at him all the way over in that eastern side of Las Leon, right by the Fearless Stars and the Mazaxis. The Mazaxis taking over the western side of Las Leon. Let's see, we'll go ahead and scroll on up. Looks like San Martin has Entity up there with the Panthers. Entity on a pretty big split as well. They do have SW going over towards that Monte Nuevo, El Pozo area. Emperor's up there with them. So basically the first fight is going to be, oh, Jack Lord, you better get away. Jack Lord's going to be in trouble. Oh, let's check in on Jack Lord really quick. He does have the Fearless Stars coming right up and in onto him. He does not have a vest. He does not have a helmet. And all he's got is the MK-12. The 5.5 sniper. Oh, and he's getting into position where they... Oh, no, Jack. No, Jack. Alright, let's get over now to see what's happening over here in Chumacera. Where is Ghosty? Hello, Ghosty! Right over here with our IP department. Ratul, I just saw you on that backside, so let's go. Let's see what else is happening. We still have Entity Psycho right over in that San Martin, the yellow apartments at that very western edge. And he does have the Panthers all right around him. The Panthers are a full 4-man team this time, so we'll keep an eye on that. And that's what I see. Our first zone is going from Crater Fields down to Villa del Mar. So we got that very western edge zone, just wrapping around San Martin and Gado. So, it looks like SW is headed up towards the Emperors in El Pozo. So, let's get over to SW, Sandesur. Let's check in on what's happening over here. They are on this eastern, or southern side, sorry, I don't know the difference. Southern side of El Pozo, but they know that the Emperors are right over here with them. Look at Sandy Sir getting those angles over onto the little fox. So we'll switch back and forth between these two. And Bomba Boy was knocked ghosty. Oh no, so let's get on over and check in on what's happening. Angry Men was taken down and out. Radul has you right in his sight, Ghosty. Oh, Ghosty, there goes Ghosty. So now, Rain Esports down to just a duo. We do have Mercy pulling up on a wrecked over at that other side. Let's check in on Mercy, and we do have Savage. You saw Savage up at that top. So let's see what Sandy Sir is doing. We did get a knock over here in El Pozo. Sandy Sir can hear the Emperors on that outside. So we do have, let's see what's going on with the rest of them. Let's see. SW, we lost Drizzy, guys. We lost Drizzy. Let's go, fam. Time to clutch it up. Obi-Wan calling out for his team to clutch it. So let's go. Let's see what's going on over here. We have Moomin on this outside. We have Sandy Sir. Oh, Little Fox. Little Fox. Let's pick back up. And Sandy Sir trying to get out of that. Oh, no. There goes Rain Esports. I'll go ahead and put... no, we still have Bot and Bomba Boy. They're both still up and in this. So they're trying to get on down there. So let's go back over to this. No, Moomin's been knocked. And so Sandy Sir just got knocked, and now we're just down to Viper, and Viper is all the way up here on this hillside. Viper, get on out of there. Get out. Go. Run. Be wild. Be free. Oh, no, Bomba Boy. Bomba Boy is the last one still standing. We have Ratul coming right up and in and wrecked. And here they come trying to get those shots. So look at Bomba Boy. He is being all nice and calm, slowly loading his pump shotty. Oh. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday night. We are with Esports. This is the Conquest League $1,300 elimination stage. Groups B and E. So let's go through these slots because we have some big teams in here. In slot 3, Dauntless. Let's go. Slot 4 are the Villains. Slot 5, Almost There. Slot 6, the Golden Fire. I still don't know if that's the right name or not, but I'm sticking with it, guys. I'm dying on this hill. Slot 7, Poison Esports. Slot 8 are the Sinners. Slot 9, Digital Edge. Slot 10 are the 4 Rogue Men. Slot 11, Dreamers Esports. Slot 12, X-Force. There they are, our Brazil team. One of 2 in this lobby. Also Dauntless. Slot 13, Team Control Star. There they are. Slot 14, Nepal on top. 15, Manic. 16, Vikings Esports. 17, Made in Nepal. And 18 are Third Eye. You know me. Maybe not, but we do now, right? Alright, guys, I think most of you know by now that my computer is having severe issues. We've been blue screening left and right. We've done so much, but it looks like my hard drive is dying. So we're going to try to limp through the rest of the weekend. I am taking it to the doctor first thing Monday morning. And hopefully we can get back on track. But it's always something, right, guys? Always something. So we're on hard start. I didn't see any extra time, but that doesn't mean that we're not getting extra time because here is X-Force Velik. Here is our other Brazil team right there. Oh, it's so nice. Looks like we're still missing 3 of them from the Golden Fire. Fire. 1 from Poison Esports and 1 from Manic. And Control. I don't know what you're doing down there. I'm not sure what that's all about. Valky, hello, go Digital Age. All right, Digital Age. Let's see. Where is Digital Age? 9. In slot 9. Here they are, guys. This is who Valky is calling out. We got Wizard, Diamond, Darwin, and Fezino. There you go. We'll definitely keep an eye on them tonight, Valky. Just for you. Just for you. Looks like we got a duo now for Golden Fire. Still 1 missing from Poison. And we're just about all in now. So hopefully we'll be started soon. Alright, So, Bump. Levo, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, my anxiety is not so bad tonight. I mean, at this point, we already know it's going to blue screen. It's just a matter of when. Last night, not only did it blue screen, but it also deleted my game. I had to reinstall my game during Sandhawk. Ugh. So hopefully we won't have quite so many issues tonight, but my stress, you know. I pretend like I'm not all nervous, but you guys already know my anxiety. It's gonna be just fine. It's all fine. There's fire all around me, but I am fine. I'm just a little sweaty. Getting a little singed here, guys. Oh. Whew. Alright. So, as you guys know, we do have to start off with Dauntless Klaus. Hello, Klaus. There he is. Just a few more days and he's going to be in Brazil. He is going to be representing us. Let's give him some screen time love. There he is. Well, at least his butt. What a shot, Klaus. What a shot. What a shot. Alright, so we've only got about 10 seconds before tonight's very first flight path. I gotta give a shout out to XO Esports for giving away UC again tonight. They are sponsoring UC giveaway for you guys. So all you have to do is get your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the XO Discord server and your name will go on the wheel of names. Alright, so for tonight's very first flight path and the last night of matches for Group B and E, we're coming in from that southwest edge of Sosnovka military base, going just to the east of the 12 pack over the top of Potato Hill to the western edge of Yasnaya, right over the top of Stauber. So there we go. Dauntless isn't going to Brazil, isn't Wolves? Yes! Dauntless is going, Wolves are going, X-Force is going, and Inco are going. We have 4 teams going to Brazil. 4 teams. Alright, so we do have, let's see, Dreamers Esports and the 4 Rogue Men. They are all going down to military base. That may be our very first fight, but we also have a huge cluster headed over towards the Gatka Fields. We've got Team Control Star over there, Poison Esports, and the Golden Fire. So we got all that going on. Let's see. Looks like Dauntless going to that north side of Rozhok, trying to get those vehicle spawns, maybe headed over to North George area. But then again, they do have new drop spots for Brazil, so we'll have to see what happens. Let's go ahead and head on down to the military base. I'm already seeing that we've got knocks going on, and it looks like Ramen has already gotten elimination. Digital Age, no! So now Digital Age is down to just a solo Velky. So you gotta pull for your team. Darwin is the sole survivor, and he is completely surrounded by Dreamers Esports. I see player 1, 4, 2, and 4 from Dreamers. I'm not exactly sure where a number 3 is. Number 3, I think number 3 has been taken out of the lobby, maybe. No, look at this. Number 3 in center zone, all the way up towards the shelter. So there's the rest of Dreamers, and the Vikings are now in a fight. Let's see, is this what's going on over here in Gatka? We do have the Golden Fire right here in Gatka. Oh no, there goes one from the Golden Fire, and so now the Golden Fire are down to just a duo over here. Let's see where Vikings went. They went all the way up here to Severny. They're in Severny with Third Eye. Let's see what's going on over here. All 4 of them from the Vikings are up, and I did see a knock, but it looks like Cool Joe was the one that got knocked from Third Eye. Third Eye is just a trio now. No, they are still a a full squad. I'm just not sure where the fourth one is. Maybe he's down in the middle of the zone as well. Oh, he is all the way down at the car spawn. So, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on all that. I think that it just about has everybody. I'll go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can get a good idea of where everyone is. Now, Darwin just jumped out of the window and there's someone right up on that ridge. There's two of them from the 4 rogue men right on top of the hill. I'm not sure if Darwin can get out of there. Ooh, look at this. He did make it past the 4 rogue men, so he's going to be able to get on out of there. Alright, so it looks like we're separating out. We got a duo back at the machine shop, the ATF, the bunkers area, and then the duo up on top of that hill. And then the Dreamers Esports, they're just all looting up. Let's see. Well, let's go back over here now to Severny and check out what's happening in Severny. Hello, don't worry, Green. We are supporting you regardless of technical issues. Texas for the win. I love you, Texas. Thank you so much for understanding. All right, so Delulu has been knocked as Kunjan, trying to come up and around, trying to get those distraction plays, trying to get people to pop on out so that he can get those shots. But we do have blah blah up on top of the church and trying to get those shots across. And Kunjan does get a knockover onto Cool Joe, and Janice is in that back shack. And it looks like Kuja knows that he's there. Look at him right there in front of him. Oh, so easy sometimes. And they got third. Makes no sense. Because number 1 and number 2 were already going. X-Force and the Wolves were partnered. Dauntless made it on effort and skill. And Inko. Inko is partnered as well, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, Kunja came right out and in right in front of him. So now let's see. Let me check on team control. Star 4 Texas. Look at this. They are all the way over here on this west coast edge. I only see 3 of them. Let's go in and check in. Texas, your team only came in as a trio, so we'll have to keep an eye on that for you. And our first zone is pretty central over to the eastern edge, though. Oh, and I think that is it for the Vikings. There they go. Blah, blah, I think was the last one taken out. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll on out and check in on... It looks like maybe Nepal on top may get into a fight with the Sinners. They're awfully close. Dreamers and the 4 rogue men, they may get into it. What is, wait, is that 2 different teams? No, all right, I see. One of them, look at this, Kava Boy. He's all the way up towards that north side. He must have driven right past Darwin. Darwin from the digital age is coming back down to Military Base Island. He made it across the bridge, guys, and I'm not sure why he's coming back. If somebody can tell me what the thought process is on that, I would truly like to know, because this zone, I just about guarantee you we are not going to be on Military Base Island. And yet he went all the way across the East Bridge and came back. So I'm not sure I understand the tactic, especially since if he comes across this West Bridge, he has all these teams to deal with coming back into zone. So I don't quite get that. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. And it looks like the duo for Golden Fire, they're pretty close over here to Ornery from Poison Esports. But right now, I think everybody is just kind of paying attention to each other. I feel like Dead Aim might know that there's someone in the gas station. Let's see, what is he doing? Gas station, that's not even what I meant. East Rise. Hello, Melody. Hello. Oh my goodness, I'm calling things the wrong names. Let's go over to Kava Boy, because he did go straight past Digital Age, and now the 4 rogue men are coming up and around. He is a solo right over here at this East Bridge gas station. And it does look like the 4 rogue men are all going up and around the backside. They are stopping though. So now Kava Boy, he is by himself. The rest of Dreamers Esports are down on the island. So I'm not sure. It may be a 1v4. It does look like a couple of them from the four rogue men. At least one of them is all the way over at the shark fin. But so it looks like maybe a 1v3. Sandu is not too far away, but I think he's got that ridge off angle. And we still have Darwin from the digital age over on that beach. Maybe he saw that there was the villains in X-Force. There goes Valak. There goes Valak from X-Force. Let's see what's going on with that. Looks like this is right over here coming into zone. We got free point right here. We did lose Valak as the villains. The villains on top of Potato Hill. Oh, Kava Boy overwhelmed over here. Alright, let's go ahead and put that map back up and let's head over to Potato Hill area. Oh, here comes the Dreamers. The Dreamers to respond, but the Dreamers were just seconds too late. And oh, that nade may end up right on top of him. He doesn't get the knock though. There was no knock on that elimination feed, but we do have HP 43 who's been knocked over for the Dreamers. So now the Dreamers are down to just a duo. We saw Kava Boy in that 1v3 situation. And let's see, Sandu has been knocked as well. And we got Damon right there in front of him. And Vitu, he does have quite a few nades in his pocket. That is no lie. And it looks like X-Force made it all the way down and in. So we still have Team Control Star all the way over on that edge. And oh, Kaiser. Oh, Third Eye Dauntless just ran into, oh no, right on in. But Patty got a full squad wipe for the Dreamers. Squad wipe. Jeez. All right. So he should be able to get Vitu back up, but there is HO. He's already back up. So Dreamers are a trio. But look at that drop. That drop is awful suspicious out there in the middle of the bay. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We do have the villains getting pulled up again, and let's see, by Team 7, this is Poison Esports coming up. Looks like wrecked. Trying to figure out just where they are rotating, but it looks like Poison's already gotten way past them. We do have Team Control Star all over by the Gaka area coming on in, and now Made in Nepal are in a fight right on over here. Third Eye getting picked apart. They ran into Made in Nepal and Dauntless up at the north side of Rozhawk, and now we're down to just Cool Joe. Cool Joe right on over here running into Nepal on top. You can see all three of them right there from Nepal on top. Looks like he's going to be able to get down and around past them. So let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. You guys can see on the map down below, but it does look like X-Force has also run into another team right on over here. Let's see, this is Team 8, the Golden Fire. They are just a duo, but they are up at that compound just to the west of them. So let's see, we also have Manic coming in not too far away. There's Manic Vortex as well. 24K, hello 24K. Alright, let's see if we can scroll in just a little bit more. I want to make sure that Team Control Star is still on the iPad. Let me put the iPad up so you guys can see what's going on. Dauntless is in another fight. Let's get on over to there and check in on the fight with Made in Nepal. Right over here at Heaven. We do have Dauntless coming up and around on all sides. Let's check in on Aurora coming up. Blaze! Oh, Blaze has been knocked and Bob has been knocked. We got Aurora coming up and around. Aurora has been knocked, and now we are down to just Claws. Claws against all four of them from Made in Nepal. One from Made in Nepal has been knocked with... Oh, Claws. Claws is down to 2 HP. He has 3 of them knocked in front of him, and 3 of his own teammates are knocked. So it's a 1v1 over here. Let's see if we can get over here and find out what's happening with Made in Nepal. Let's see. It is the Playboy. Let's see what the Playboy versus Claus is. Here they come on the 1v. Oh, no. There goes Aurora. So now it is Mr. Zorro. Mr. Zorro coming up and through with that nade right there. And Claus can see him right there behind that tree. That nade does not hit onto Claus. And Klaus throwing those... Oh, Claus with the squad wipe. He is up to 5 eliminations now. So there you go. Second squad wipe of tonight, guys. Second squad wipe. And that is our very own Klaus. Alright, let's go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can check in on your teams. You can see that we are still going to that eastern edge. Let's see. It looks like X-Force is right over here with the duo from the Golden Fire. It looks like Fate went ahead and gave him a little more space because the Golden Fire, even though they're a duo, they still have some teeth and they're using them. And now let's check in on Darwin. Yes, he did. He must have gone all the way over and seen the hovercraft. So he's not too worried about it. He might even be able to make it all the way around the peninsula and up into Milta Power on that beachfront. Let's see. Team Control Star. There you go, Texas. Team Control Star. They are not too far away from that Dauntless Massacre at Heaven. So let's see. They're just checking everything out. It does look like... Oh, right when we left, X-Force went over. Ooh, we did get a knock and I think a thirst onto Bob. So now we've got a 3v3 over here. We did lose Bob for Dauntless, but Team Control Star, they're going ahead and heading on out. And we do have another fight. It looks like X-Force finally went in and did clean up the duo from the Golden Fire. Let's see, I think that was Poison that I saw over here. Hello, Zoom! All I want to do is Zoom. Let's see, Sinners, yes, we did lose one from the Sinners. And I didn't quite catch who it was. Patty up to 5 eliminations. It might have been Patty. Patty also the last one that was able to get this squad wipe. We did have 2 squad wipes today. Hello, Sulaji. Hello, Sulaji. Hello. Alright, so let's see what else. Ooh, Scarface. Dreamer. Seeing him right on through that window. So now let me check in on Zoom. Hello, Zoom. Zoom checking in on Manic up at the top of that hill. Manic is Team 15. I always have a problem between Manic and Made in Nepal because I don't read the names well enough to see the I in between the N and the M. And it does look like X-Force is trying to get some ideas and some locations on Almost There. We do have a full 4-man team for Almost There. And Fate, oh, Fate, that car is getting ready. Oh, God. There goes Fate's car. No, now he's mad. He's mad, boys. All right. Let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit more so you guys can see where your teams are. They are all just kind of coming up and around. We do have Dauntless way up at that top. Oh, I just missed Dauntless in the fight. Up at the top of this with Team Control Star. I think Star may be the last one. He is Texas. He ran into Dauntless, and I think he kind of chased Dauntless down. But Dauntless is now down to just a duo. I didn't even know you could repair the car as you drove. Did you guys know that? We do now. We've seen it. We've seen it live. Coming at you live. Alright, so let me go back over and check in on Fate. See what Fate is doing. X-Force now down to just a duo. But now we do have Manic up on top of that hill. Almost there behind Fate. You can see all the way around him. And the Dreamers! The Dreamers from all the way over at the factory! Look at this! What a shot! Right between Poison right here. Let's see who was over on that other side. The Sinners are right over here. Right between them. He's able to get that knock over onto Fate. Now, let's go ahead and scroll on in. We only have a few teams in zone right now. And Digital Age, Velky, Digital Age Darwin has made it all the way over to Milta Power. So now, let's see. It does look like we got another fight between Poison and almost there. What's going on over here with Poison? Zoom, what's happening over here? Zoom, what do you have? You got Sinners right up top for the Poison. I'm sorry, Poison right up top, and it's just now down to Ornery. Oh, Float. No, this is not what we wanted to see. Claus has been knocked, and it might have been from Manic. Manic is right across, and Vortex finishing off Claus, but now Dauntless down to just Blaze. Imitaez, hello. Alright, let's see. Oh, he does get that knockdown onto Manic. Ooh, he knew that nade was coming. He felt it coming right on up, and look at this. We got the Fat Boy coming up and around. Let's see. Vortex is still pushing up right there. Oh, the Fat Boy right into Blazes, right into his spray, and oh no! Vortex finishing him off with the S12, and now almost there. Coming up onto the Sinners. Wiz getting moved out by his own teammate. Alright, let's go. Let's see what else is happening. We still have Team Control Star up at that north side of zone. And oh, Scarface just got knocked. And so now here comes the rest of the Sinners coming out and around. And now we are coming back into zone. We are center zone. Wiz trying to get that molly off of him, and Zoom coming right up and in. Oh, Zoom, you stopped right at the door, right in front of the Sinners. Look at this, and now he's trying to get up and out of the way. The Sinners are down to just 4W, and here comes the nade up and over. Oh, he jumped out that back door, came in, and almost got Zoom down to about 5 HP, and now, oh, he does get Zoom, so now let's see. Oh, and 4W does get Zoom, but does this nade? The nade by Philo. What a beautiful nade. Cooked to perfection. Mwah. I love it. Alright, so let's get on over to Patty. Looks like Patty over here was taking a bunch of shots over at Team 4, the Villains. But we've got the Witcher Tower right over here. Right on that edge, on that hillside. Let's see, I did lose Team Control Star at some point in Texas. I'm sorry I missed that, but we still have the Digital Age over here. The Digital Age still in this. Look at this. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen to Patty. Oh! Where are your headphones? He didn't know. No. That's so depressing. Alright, so the Villain's taking over the Witcher Tower, but we do have a solo from Manic. Vortex up to 5. Oop. He ran right into that P90, and I'm not sure who had the P90 over here. I did miss that. But we are down to the top 5 teams. We have Maiden Nepal all the way up at the north side. Does have to come on in. We have the Digital Age still floating around in his hovercraft. Trying to get in his zone, and he is the center of attention. The main character, Syndrome, just coming right up and through the Dreamers. And he gets out right in front of the Dreamers. Look at this. So now our zone does come on back over. So Nepal on top all the way over here outside the zone. But here is your final zone area. right across the street, coming right through the middle of the zone. We do have the villains outside of zone. The Dreamers. So the zone goes from the Dreamers to the, let's see if we can go back far enough to see down below Nepal on top, just on that edge. So that's pretty much your zone. We still have 4 teams in this. You can see on the main screen that we do have Team 5 almost there, still coming up and into zone right below the Dreamers. So let's get on over to the Dreamers. The Dreamers know in this dip, they do have a nice dip and a hovercraft now. They do know that they have a team right behind them. And so let's see if we can see where we're almost there are. Oh, you can't quite see them because their tags are pretty light, but the trees all the way up at 240, 255 on the compass, that's where they are, and they are still trying to get on in. So we still have Dreamers in center, well, not really center zone, at that north edge of zone in the dip, with almost there right behind them outside of zone. And I think, yeah, we are down to just Philo. Philo is the last one still standing for almost there. And he's coming in, throwing those molly. Look at this. And now Dreamers, looks like the villains are coming right up and in onto the Dreamers. Let's get on over here and see what's happening. Here is the P90. I knew someone had that P90, and there goes the Dreamers. So now we are down to, is it a 1v1? No, we still have several from Nepal on top still standing, in all 4 of them from the villains. So it's I think a 3v4. Let's see if we can get a little closer now. Unless we can't get Z's back up. Krishna. Oh, Krishna's been knocked. So now it's a 2v4. If we do get, yeah, we got Z's back up. So now it is Nepal on top, a duo versus all 4 of them from the villains. So let's go. I think you guys can see everybody there, and maybe just turn it just a little bit. So Smokey is up to 3 eliminations, and over for Nepal on top, we have Bayap. I'm not sure if I'm even close, but that's what I've got to work with, guys. Bayap. And oh, he is up on top of this roof, but they are out of zone. So can he get those nades up and over? Look at this. He has 6 nades. He has 6 nades trying to get those shots over onto Wreck. And we did get, look at this. The nades are taking him down. So now Ducky on the push. What are you doing? Oh, Ducky's trying to get the distraction, trying to get them to pop their heads up and over that ridge line. So now let's get on down. Let's see what's going on. We are down to just a duo. I don't know if the villains are going to be able to pick up the other 2 that have been knocked. There goes one. Smokey gets knocked. So now it's just down to Z's. Z's is the last one still standing, trying to get those shots straight across. Let's see if we can get him. It is Bai versus Z's. So now let's see if it looks like we're going to try to get that res off, and we might get a full reset. It does look like Bai is going to get Ducky picked back up, and we do have Z's getting Smokey picked back up. So we do have the nades coming up and over. We've got the mollies coming in. Oh, Bai OP, that's not the way you want to go. Oh, no. That was wicked fast. Wicked fast. Alright, guys. Here we go. Let me get that off the screen. That's not what I meant to do. I hope that didn't say for that whole time. I am clicking all the wrong stuff, guys. I am clicking all the wrong stuff. Hope that didn't say match 4 the entire time. I hope I just clicked the wrong thing all of a sudden. Let's get that. There we go. Me and my clickers. It's so much fun. Alright, there we go. That's what I meant to do. Villains coming in first with 7 eliminations. Nepal on top coming in second with 4 eliminations. And almost there coming in third with 7 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out, Dauntless Claws, 6 eliminations, 773 damage. So we will be jumping with Dauntless Claws when we come right back. I'm not sure if they ever got the printer working for the scores. I'll try to find out if we've got scores coming at all tonight. And I will be right back. Don't forget to get your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the EXO Discord server to get your name on the wheel of name for some free UC. Be right back. Oh no, he ran out of ammo in the pump shotty and those headshots from Ratul. Oh, Ghosty. Devastating, but the Rain Esports coming out of Chumacera as a solo with all 4 of them from Twisted Militia now coming up and in, and they're coming straight at Bama Boy. So we'll stay here for not only Ghosty, hello Mr. Flash, not only Ghosty but Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan in the chat, got a shout out Obi-Wan. Once again, thank you again so much for the super chat. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, Entity. Entity's up here getting in this fight now. Let's see what's going on up in here. Entity digging and oh, Psycho. Psycho was the last match top fragger and they left him, and here comes the Panthers. They're just going to come right up and over, take him down and out. Now they're going up, looking for the rest of Entity up at the top of the cell tower hill. There is your cell tower, and there is the hill come out. And they're just, there they go. So now let's see what else is happening with the rest. It does look like Entity. Ooh, Bomba Boy holding off. Fury does get knocked. Chucky Hoo up on the balcony trying to get the shots through on the Bama Boy down to about half health, 50%. And let's see, we got the mollies up trying to hold him back. And Savage was taken down and out. Chucky Hoo trying to get Fury picked back up, and Bama Boy. Here's all these footsteps right down below. He did get rid of his pump shotty. I'm not sure why he got rid of the pump shotty, but he now has the UMP Scar versus the trio from Twisted Militia. So looks like Fury back up onto his feet. Bomba Boy trying to figure out where they are because they are surrounding him on all sides. Oh, then the punk coming right up and through on the balcony. So Twisted Militia taking over Chumacera. So let's see what else is going. We got Nothing Esports coming along this ridge line. They may see the Sentinels coming into zone. We do have the Mazexis not too far away. The Chicken Chokers not too far away also from Chumacera. And look at this, guys. SW still in this. Viper still looting. He is still looting, staying away from the Emperor. So we're doing all right. In our zone, we are still going to the west. We still have the western wall, the western wasteland over here with nothing for these players. We've got El Pozo, Lagrita, and just the eastern edge, or the western edge, sorry, of the power grid. Here they come. Let's see if Viper can hold off the push by the remaining players of the Emperors. We did lose one player from the Emperors. And let's check this out while this push is going on. We still have Jay Nepal coming in. The Extreme but Slayers in a fight with Entity now. Let's see what's going on over here. Entity with the Extreme Slayers. And let's see. Pappy Sour got knocked. Let's see, where is Pappy Sour? Pappy Sour, Ezo Sour over here. Hauya now trying to come up and around. It does have Hunter and Ace. Oh, and the Panthers finished them off, and now the Panthers are coming up and into the fight, into El Pozo, and Emperors are down to a solo. We've got Little Fox, the only one still standing, and they crashed into a rock, And here we go. We got Assault OP back up. Little Fox back up. All three of them back up on their feet. And now here comes the Panthers coming right up and in onto this as well. So now it looks like this is the main fight. So we'll go ahead and stay here. All four of them from the Panthers here. And let's see. Who was that was going up right in front of them? I can't see. Oh, it's Winter. Winter coming. Oh no! Winter came right up and into Assault OP and instantly thirsted. Oh no! Now we are down to just nobody. Nobody is the only one still standing for the Panthers, and the Emperor is still a three-man team up on this top floor. Up to 5 eliminations, 6 total for their team. So here they come. Let's see if nobody can do anything with the DBS. The DBS pointed at, oh, look at this. He's right here. They don't even see him. There they come. Right. Oh, and he gets one knock. And there's oh, he did have one knock. And they'll be able to get picked back up. October 0. They should be able to get him picked back up. They're up to 7 eliminations now. So let's see what's going on. Nothing Esports coming up and in. May end up right in the middle of the chicken chokers. So let's pay attention to this. Yikes. RIP to RIPD. Go to Steve. GG's. Alright, so let's see. It looks like we have Jay Nepal coming in through that northern area. Coming at that La Cabarilla Toramunda corridor coming in from the north. We do have the Fearless Stars coming in just south of the power grid coming into the east. And it seems like the zone is very southern heavy. We've got several teams down at the south. And really the northern side is fairly open to these players. Ooh, Bennett, wow, the chicken chokers found you. Those are the chicken chokers. Oh, these teams. The chicken chokers, we did lose Jack Lord pretty much off the drop way over to that western edge of Las Leon. So let's see. We do have Mazexis not too far away. Extreme Slayers. Let's see. Jay Nepal, they're still going to come into this north side of zone uncontested. Until they get to El Pozo, they won't even see a team. So Entity may end up onto the Broken Spirits, Broken Souls. Guys, which one is it? I cannot remember. And let's see. Let the print, so she'll send it. Alright, so they're not gonna give us the scores until after the end of this match. But it does look like the Mazexis are starting to come right up and in. So let's check in on what's happening over here with the Mazexis. Mazexis over here. I think I can go ahead and put this map up so you guys can see where everyone is coming in. That's pretty much everyone on in the zone. You can see Jay Nepal coming right up and in, and our zone is getting ready to pop. Let's go, Entity, says Mr. Flash. Alright, so let's see. Entity is doing fine. Ooh, we are still going to the west. Look at that. We've got at least 20. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, the Villains with the winner chicken dinner. 17 total points. Almost there at 12. Nepal on top and Dauntless both with 10 total points. Difference between the eliminations and the placements, you can see that. Alright, so let me put that up there. They did call for an extra minute, so we are with the XO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. This is the elimination stage. This is the last day for both groups E and F to get those points, because the top 32 teams, 36, I've already forgotten. Will be going on. It doesn't go by groups. It goes by points. So the top scoring teams will be moving up. So every point counts for these teams. And they just said that we're going to start. Let me scroll on up and see. Oh, it's too late. Too late. All right, so this time we are jumping with Dauntless Klaus. Ooh, Klaus had 6 eliminations, 773 damage. And I do want to remind you guys, if my computer blue screens again, I will get back online as soon as possible. So watch for me to go live again, and we'll finish it out. We're just going to limp through this until we can no longer limp through it, and then we'll figure something else out. I am taking it into the shop on Monday. It's gonna be in ICU. But let's just go with it, guys. Let's work with it. Let's do the best we can and see what these sweaty bays can get done. All right, let me go ahead and get that on there for you. For tonight's second match, we are coming in from the Oasis, all the way up that central north area, right through the water treatment, Hacienda del Patron, Graveyard, La Petita, to the east of Las Leon and south of Puerto Paricio. So there you go. There are your flight paths. Hope you guys had some time to get over to the XO Esports and post your screenshot of your like and subscribe. I want to see your name on the wheel of names. Maybe I can call you out for winning some free UC, sponsored by XO Esports and Crucial. Thank you, Crucial. Alright, so La Cabarilla is looking kind of hot. We have X-Force headed over there, Dreamers Esports, and the Vikings. They are all headed over towards that La Cabarilla area. I see Team Control Star Forever. He is already headed down towards the northern side of San Martin. It looks like Team Control Star doing a pretty wide split from water treatment down to the northern side of San Martin. Dauntless headed over towards El Pozo area. We have 2 teams going to Picado. We've got the Sinners and Poison Esports. And down at that southern area, we do have the Digital Age, the four Rogue Men. We've got Third Eye, Golden Fire on that northern side of Las Leon. We got a couple players on top of each other. We've got Maiden Nepal right on top of almost their Zoom. So let's get back into this. Let's go in and check in on X-Force. Let's see what's happening right up here with Freepoint. Freepoint is stuck right between. You can see we've got the Vikings up on that hill to the side. And we do, to the south. And then we've got Dreamers Esports up towards that northern side of the street. The street separating X-Force from Dreamers. But we do have all of the Vikings right up there, especially number 1. Let's see what number 1 is doing. It is automatic, and he is in that corner compound. So let's see. Ooh, 24K coming up and through. He's got 2 of them. He's also got Blah Blah from the Vikings. Blah Blah. So Blah Blah may be able to see 919191, which is the Mr. 24K GOAT himself. The GOAT. Alright, let's check out the rest of the map while these guys are getting in their positions. You can see that Team Control Star, they do have quite the split going on, but they're pretty clear, Texas. They're doing just fine. We do have the Villains that looks like 2 of them up in... Oh, no. I was so afraid of that. No. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. No. Poison and Sinners are now getting into that fight down in Picado. So let's get down to Picado and find out what's happening between the centers. It looks like 4W, the one that we, oh, he just poofed on us. And now the centers are down to just Bluxer. I'm not sure how to say his name, guys, but he does have Candy Joe straight across from him. Let's check in on Poison, see who's doing all this damage. It looks like 2 of them from Tupac and 1 from Candy Joe himself, and now they're gonna beep right under him. I'm just gonna drive right up and beat my horn. Oh, he saw Tupac, but he's staying quiet, guys. I'm sure they know where he is because they're driving right under him, but it looks like the Dreamers left La Cabarilla. The Dreamers may end up wrapping right around and finding Dauntless. So we might have to watch for the fight between Dauntless and the Dreamers Esports. Oh, he hears Candy Joe on that outside. Oh, what a pinch. What a pinch. Alright, guys. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you can really see where your teams are now. And let me check to see where we want to go peek in. If you guys want to check in on somebody, just let me know in the chat who you want to check in on. It looks like the Digital Age taking over that whole southwest quadrant. So they're doing just fine. So let's see. I still feel like the Dreamers are going to end up on Dauntless. That's what I feel is going to happen. I feel like Blah Blah may find Team Control Star. Let's get over to Star because I do see not only X-Force headed that way, but the Vikings as well. Balak may see Star. I thought I clicked on him. Let's see. Oh, I clicked on Forever. Forever's the one that's driving right up and in. Look at this. Right in between X-Force on the one side and the Vikings on the other. And here is Forever in the shack. You can see him on the mini map. You can see X-Force was right there and the Vikings are right there. So they are close enough to show up on his map. Texas, hold your breath because it could get kind of sweaty in here. So let's go. Let's see what's going on. It does look like X-Force is headed on down. I still see Dreamers coming into El Pozo. And I think Forever's going to end up right in the lap of the Vikings. He is driving straight at the Vikings. Oh, I bet he heard that. Oh my gosh, it's not even up there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I was too busy watching. Alright, let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, it looks like the Dreamers are going to go ahead and rotate down and past El Pozo, coming in through the Ladrilla area into zone. So, let's see. We might have a fight between Manic and the 4 Rogue Men. They're getting kind of close together down in here, but I think the 4 Rogue Men are doing just fine. Let's see what else. So right now, I think it's a good time to put that the map back up there. Even though you guys probably had enough map for a minute. But I do see that the Dreamers are still on that outside edge. I'm going to go ahead and head on over to HP 43 because he is right across from Dauntless. So I'm not sure if Dauntless is going to find them or if he's going to find Dauntless. So we'll stay here for just a minute and find out what's going to happen. It looks like Dauntless is pulled away from that western edge of El Pozo, so that might just be a near miss, but I do see almost there is probably going to be the next one to get into a fight. They are pretty separated, but they got Poison coming out of Picado, and they also have Nepal on top coming in from that La Batita area. The La Batita area. Oh, I think the fight's about ready to start between Maid and Nepal. Let's get on down here and see what's going to happen with Astro. This is Manic, guys. Manic, not Maid in Nepal. And they are right here on top of Sandu for the 4 Rogue Men. Oh, Sandu knows Astro is there. So now, what are you gonna do? You gonna get in your buggy and move on out? Yes, because here comes the rest of Manic. They're driving right up and in. So I think that's gonna be okay. That is 4 rogue men. Yeah, I can't read either, guys. So I can't read, I can't talk, I can't. So let me go check in on the villain Smokey. Smokey is right up here, Texas. Your boy's getting right into the line of sight once again. Oh, ooh, Smokey, someone found, oh, who found you forever? There you go, Texas, your boys. And it did look like, oh, he came right up and in and got that elimination, but not too far away, the villains and the Vikings. So we got VCV over here. Oh, look at all of that. And we also have the Vikings over. Look at this. We got the villains and the Vikings right up there on top of the ridgeline as well. Let's get up over here and see what's happening, because we do have the Vikings also coming up on top of the villains. Let's not get all... Oh, Dauntless. Dauntless is in a fight with X-Force now. Let's see what's happening over here. Oh, that's not where I wanted to click. Alright, it looks like... Come on. Let me click. Oh, there goes X-Force, I think. But Dauntless, Aurora, and Claus have both been knocked. I think they're going to be able to get picked back up, but I no longer see X-Force in here, so... I believe, I didn't see if X-Force came in as a trio, guys, but Dauntless does have 3 eliminations. Casper getting 2 of those, and Blaze getting 1 of those. Let me scroll on in a little bit more. We still have all this chaos over here between the Vikings, the villains, and Control. Team Control Star. Looks like Team Control Star, they are... Ooh, they're just rotating down and around. They're going to keep this fight going out in the blue. You can see that they've got a long way to go because our zone has shifted down to the south. We've got the Partona bridges all the way to Picado, La Drilla, all the way to Leones. So we still have a lot of space, but these teams are really close. Manic and the 4 rogue men are really close together. Once again, these teams seem to just keep finding each other. Let's see what's going to happen over here. It does look like Manic is going to just go ahead and call that area home, so I don't know if there's going to be a fight there. It does look like Team Control Star maybe getting on there. They got that extra elimination. The Vikings are down to a duo, and the villains have already left the area, so... Water treatment, they are leaving water treatment. I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up. Let's go ahead and see where we want to go next. And where... I still feel like the fight's going to happen over here. Ooh, and look at this. Manic got the drop right on top of him. And I think the 4 rogue men are headed over towards the drop. Let's see what's going on with them as they are going just to the north of Manic. And Demon, look at this. We've got a wall of Manic right in front of him, but he's going to grab that buggy. Green, I'm awake at 4 a.m. watching this. Oh, thank you, Levo. Thank you, Levo. Alright, so... Looks like Digital Age is still way down in that very southwest edge. They're doing just fine, but Dauntless is starting to come into Dreamers and to Poison, so we might have another fight with Dauntless very soon. Let's get over to Dauntless because I feel a fight going on right here. Let's get over to the Dreamer. And I still end up on the drop. Let's see what's going on over here. Looks like Dauntless coming right up into Chumisera. Let's see, the Dreamers headed back and over. Where are we for the Dreamers? Yeah, we're at the Chumisera Church, so they're not too far away from Dauntless, and Poison is right across the street from that. Let's go over and check in on the Golden Fire. The Golden Fire right over here next to Nepal on top. So let's see what's happening over on this western edge of Las Leon, over at the industrial park area. So let's check in on what these guys are doing. They're all doing just fine. I still see Manic and 4 rogue men. They are right on top of each other. Vikings and the villains, they are really close up in this north. Let me see if I slide that over. You can see both of them. There you go. And our zone's getting ready to pop. And let's see. Oh, we rubber banded all the way to the northeast of this. So let's see. Dauntless. Let's check in on the digital age. Let's see. What do you guys want to check in on? I feel like the Vikings are going to get gate kept over here by the villains. The villains keeping a close eye on the Vikings right on down in that La Badita area. So, sorry guys. Ooh, we still have team control star. Almost missed them because that gray really blends into the blue. But they are still coming in from the north side of San Martin. I think now is a good time to go ahead and put the map up so you guys can check in on your teams, because all your teams are rotating. And there goes that fight finally between Manic and the 4 rogue men. Let's head on down there and see what's happening between them. It looks like Ramen has been knocked by Astro. I think that's what that just said. Let's see. We did lose Ramen too, so he is down and out. But it looks like we're going to go ahead and head on out to zone. Demon, the last one, still getting into zone. Yeah, they're going to do just fine. Dauntless. Ooh, Dauntless is wrapping down and around. Look at this wrap from Dauntless. They're driving right past Dreamers, right past Third Eye, right past Digital Age, 4 rogue men, and Manic. Dauntless, I have no idea what kind of chaos Dauntless is getting themselves into, but we do have the villains pushing up and in over here onto the Vikings, so we'll keep an eye on this crazy rotation by Dauntless. And we still have Team Control Star coming down from that north. Looks like they're over by the Hacienda del Patron intersection area. But we do have... Oh, here comes the push. Here comes the push. The villains pushing into the Vikings. Oh, no. And he does get knocked. And we do have Z's all the way up at the top. And hola, koala. I'm not sure what this is. No. But look at that. Genis. Automatic. Oh, automatic. I think he got taken down to 1 HP. I clicked on the wrong one. He got taken down 1 HP, and then the play zone took him out. So Genis for the Vikings is the last one still standing. He might be able to get automatic into the car and get him back up and into zone. And now Dauntless, look at this, Dauntless, the Bulls. They are just going to push their way through the southwest edge. They're coming through every single team on this map. They have Dreamers to the northwest of them. They've got Third Eye in front of them. Digital Age behind them. They've got Manic to their east. Look at this. And this is where they decided to come into zone. And there goes the one, I think automatic just got taken down and out. So now, let's see. Casper throwing those, it looked like a smoke, but that must have been a nade going up and over. No me. Oh, Casper, that's not where you want to bark. It looks like Nomi is right there in front of him trying to hold back the gatekeep all of Dauntless from coming on in. You can see Aurora, you can see Claus and Blaze. Oh, that nade going off right in front of them, and Aurora is getting shot at. Blaze coming up and around, and we still have Third Eye and the Dreamers. The Dreamers on both sides of Dauntless. Dauntless is getting pinched between the Dreamers. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see if I can get on over here to Kava Boy. Kava Boy is just on the other side. And look at this. Dauntless Aurora was able to find find one of them, and I think it said Kaiser. Yes, Kaiser from Third Eye, but they're going to be able to get picked back up. But now here comes Manic right up and in. Let's go ahead and scroll on in. Look at this. Team Control Star coming in from the north. They're going to be able to just walk their way right into zone. Claus is the only one still standing. Blaze and Casper have been taken down, so there they go. But we still have the Dreamers over here in a fight with Third Eye. Third Eye, Cool Joe, trying to get those off angles onto Kava Boy, and Kava Boy trying to get on down using the terrain. So now Digital Age going north. Digital Age may end up with Team Control Star over here. Genis having some issues because they have Made in Nepal right on this other side. Oh, Kava Boy just found Claus. Claus has been taken down and out, and I missed that because I was looking at the map, guys. No! Alright, so let's see. Our last match. Top Rider has left the map, and our zone is a donut zone. Look at this. We're going to that western edge, the industrial park, and all the hills right around to that northwest side of Leones. So it looks like Vortex may be having some issues with the Golden Fire. Let's get over to Vortex. I'll go ahead and put this back up here so you guys can see. Oh, Team Control Star is in a fight. Let me get over here just see what happened. I think it was Genis that got the knock over on him. Oh, and I think it was Genis. But now here comes Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal coming right up and over on top. And let's see. It does look like Mr. Zorro is right there in front of Forever. Forever is in the blue, but now Team Control Star has the Digital Age. The Digital Age did come up and around right, landing right on top of Team Control Star. Forever back up, but we did lose DKIFJDJF. That's quite the name. And Star, I don't know if we're going to be able to get Star picked back up. And we do have Moon over here as the Digital Age are trying to come right up and in on top of Made in Nepal. Let me go check in on Made in Nepal, see what these guys are doing. It looks like Mr. Zorro is, oh, he's been knocked. And so now we are down to just Psych Boy and Player 69. And it looks we're just circling like sharks here, guys, because that's what we do. All right, let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. Let me put the map up there so you guys can check in on your teams, because they have all shifted. They've all decided to go different directions as per usual. All right, let's see what's going on with Vortex. Vortex has been over here underneath the Golden Fire for some time, and I've been wanting to get on over them. Oh, and he does get down, but oh, then he gets taken down and out, and I think Dom should be able to get picked back up. And Fat Boy, the last one still standing for Manic, is gonna get, I don't think he's going to be able to get on over there with all of the Golden Fire, but look at this. He's pushing right up and over. He knows that one of them's been knocked, and ooh, there's two of them knocked from the Golden Fire. So now look at this. The Golden Fire are down to just a solo over here. LX. Ain't easy, I mean. It's never easy. Nothing's ever easy, level. Nothing. Alright, so we do have another fight with Third Eye right on over here. And Third Eye did get knocked, and I think that was by poison. But look at this. They're all trying to use this terrain. We've got, oh, the Golden Fire just down to a solo once again. Let's see what's going on over here as they did get pulled up by Manic. Oh, and the jump shot through the cements. And so now look at this. The villain's ZZ right here on the edge, but he's got all of Made in Nepal right on top of him. Team Control Stars up there. He's got them all the way around him. So now let's get on over to Forever. Forever trying to, oh, And then third eye Kunjan was able to finish that off. All right, so let's see. What else do we want to check in? Let's get on all the way over to Poison. Poison has almost there, pulling right up and in right over here. We're on this screen already, so let's scroll on in and see what's happening, because we also have Third Eye up on top of that ridgeline trying to get some of those third-party knocks, trying to get some of those points. We've got the Digital Age coming in from the north, and they've brought it on top. So we still have 8 teams, and they are all just trying to use this terrain. And luckily, they've got terrain and compounds. Look at that zoom. Ornery almost Philo, so let's see, is almost gone. I don't see almost there anymore. So now let's see what else is going on. Let's check in Maid in Nepal as they are coming right up and over into the villains. The villains on that backside, and Psych Bro finished that off. Alright. Let me see if I'm close enough. I don't think we're close enough just yet to be able to see where everyone is, but I'll try my best. And of course, we've got that water tower right there. I think we're going to see a lot of where everyone is. I think you can see that fairly well. We do have a team right underneath, so I'll go ahead and put that up, give you an idea how close they really are on the screen. So now let's go ahead and switch on over to the Digital Age. The Digital Age Wizard just was knocked, but we still have all 4 of them from the Digital Age up. Let's get on over to Poison. Oh, I see Maid in Nepal coming up on the other side of the Digital Age. Let's see. Playa 69 trying to get that heal off, and let's go back to the Digital Age. Check in on the Wizard. The Wizard knows that Maid in Nepal is right there, and Manic. Maid in Nepal and Manic side by side over here. We do have right in the middle of it Nepal on top. So let's see if we can get out just a little bit more, get a little better angle where everyone is. I think that's about the best we can do at this zone. So right now they are all just working really hard on getting rid of all the gear that these guys no longer have. Look at this. We had a level 3 vest at one point, but it is no longer level 3. So now let's check in on the fat boy coming right up and into Nepal on top, finishing that off. So now Manic, and Kunjan from Third Eye coming right up and in. Who is the top fragger, you ask me right now? It is Kunjan. So let's stick here with him. And while we're looking at that, let me scroll on in on the iPad, get a little better idea, because we are coming down to these grays. So let's see if I can get you out of the blue. There you go. So we got the Digital Age, Third Eye, and Nepal on top, all right here in the grays. And look at this, Poison lay right down at that end. So Kunjan still coming right on through. Kunjan up to 5 eliminations. So now we do have the Digital AO, and he just got knocked right when I said that. So now let's get on over to Cool Joe. Cool Joe still trying to get those nades across onto the Digital Age. You can see the Digital Age on the backside. And we still have Nepal on top. We still have Poison down at this edge, letting it all work itself out. I'm not even sure he's trying to get any of the third-party action going on. Alright, so we still have Ducky. Look at Ducky. He is still in that gray cement as well. And oh, look at this as it came right up and in. So Cool Joe coming right up and into Ducky. Ducky popping out. Look at Ducky popping off is what I meant to say. Ducky. That is his cement. He owns the cement. So now we are down to the top 3 teams, 3 players each. Oh, down to the solo. It is Ducky versus Diamonds. And Diamond only has 5 HP. Look at this. Diamond trying to come up and around. Ducky throwing those nades up and over the wall. Ducky with all the loot in the world. So now, can Ducky find Diamond? Oh, but Diamond... Oh, Diamond only had 5 HP. Ducky. Ducky, Ducky, Ducky. Nice. Very nice. Nepal on top. Coming in first with 6 eliminations. The Digital Age coming in second with 7 eliminations. And Poison coming in third with 10 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. I got a little aggressive there. And 16. Going all out. Third, Kunjan, 6 eliminations. 1,022 damage. And with that, I will be right back, hopefully with the scores. Don't forget to get your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the EXO Discord server. And I'm gonna go to sleep now. See ya. Peace out. Alright. Sweet dreams, level. Hello, Centaurs. Alright, be right back. 50% wall in the zone. Look at the zone, guys. Let me go ahead and put that back up there so you guys can get the full view of this zone. What do you call this zone? Oh, so toxic. So toxic. So now we do, I think the south side of zone is going to get really hectic for these guys because we have so many teams right down in here. Let me go over here and check in on Natty. Natty, looks like you got the Mazexi's going right underneath you. You should be alright right now, but Nothing Esports. Oh, Nothing Esports all the way over here on the western wall, in the western wasteland, right over here with the Sentinels, with the Mazexi's coming up behind them. So, like I said, the south side is just totally packed with teams, and we still have Twisted Militia that needs to come up. They're coming up from that south side along with the Fearless Souls, or Stars. Fearless Stars also coming up and in. Oh, Sentinels. Sentinels Cloudy found Benny Wall. No, guys, Benny Wall, not Benny Wall. So now, Nothing Esports down to just a duo right to the south. Right to the south of the Sentinels, which are already up on top of that hill line. So let's get on over here, see what's happening with the Fearless Stars. The Fearless Stars trying to come on in. Joker stopping the Fearless Stars. Does get an elimination over onto S Power. Alright, so let's see. It looks like the Sentinels just found the real gunners too. The real gunners are behind the Mazexi's. Look at this chaos coming into this west wall. You guys know this wasteland is just so insane trying to get on over into zone. And we do have a team up in El Pozo still, but let me go ahead and scroll on in as much as possible. There you go. Now you guys get an idea where your teams are. This is a really hard zone to push up and into. Oh, 90! You're right there in his sight. So let's go. Let's see what's going on with 90. What can you see from above? You got the Fearless Stars. He is hill glitch. Oh, he's not hill glitching right there though, is he, guys? Alright, so let's see what's going on with Little Fox, everybody. Here is the Little Fox with Team 7 pulling right up and in on him. This is Jay Nepal. Right on the backside, you can see Jay Nepal. Remember, they came all the way over along that La Cabarria corridor from Torremunda down through the south, through El Pozo. And now they are running into their first team headed into stage 4. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. I think we can scroll in just a little more. Alright, I think we got everybody on the screen. Let me go ahead and put the iPad back up and let me know where your teams are, who you want to check in on. They are all trying to make room for each other. You could see that we do have, oh, and we We just moved Chucky Who coming up on top of, look at this, Chucky Who coming up onto Nothing Esports, right on top of the Sentinels. The Sentinels were right down below Twisted Militia. But our zone is still at least 20% wall. And it is all wasteland now. There's nothing over here. So we'll see how these guys figure out what they're going to do next. Twisted Militia up on this ridge line, but they're going to have to move up and in. And you can just barely see right there that the Sentinels are already in that position. So it should be interesting to see how Twisted Militia does get up in there. We still have Jay Nepal over here by Entity and Emperors. And it looks like Little Fox is trying to gatekeep. And does he know that there are two teams right behind him, not just the one? So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Alright, I think I can zoom in just a little more. We don't have to worry so much about that wall side. So let me go ahead and put that iPad back up because you could see that whoops, that's not what I meant to do, guys, sorry. You could see that they are really going to have to crush in on this side of that road right there. So they are really going to be sandwiched in the middle of nothing. There is nothing there. It is all wasteland. Let's see if we can get over to the Sentinel first landlord. This is the zone, guys. This is what they have to work with. So the Sentinels, let's see how far up the Sentinels are. I don't think we can really see the Emperors, but you can kind of see a little bit of the Emperor right there. And this is it for your zone. So that's what they have to work with. Wide open nothingness. And you can see that Jay Nepal is still up there in there. Ooh, found Sandu. Punk. Obi-Wan. Punk came down. He's up to 3 eliminations, and I believe that might be it for Nothing Esports. And now they're going to try to come down along this eastern edge of the wasteland. So let's see, because there's several teams right there in front of them. See if he can get on. Oh, he's going to come right up and in on top of the Sentinels. Cloudy right there in front of him. There's really no place for these guys to go. This is just as brutal as it gets. So let's get back up and see what we can see from the top with the first landlord. I think that's what that says. Chucky Who. Oh, he could see you in that mini. So we are still right over here against this wall. You could see that we crushed into the wall even more. So we still have the wall as half the zone. Maybe not half, maybe 30% of the zone. But all these teams do have to move right up and in. And so let's get on over here. Let's go ahead. Look at this drop. The drop is right there. So the Sentinels, the duo right there that you can see, they are in zone. And the zone goes down. It doesn't even go down to the cements that you can see. We'll go ahead and just keep that up there for a minute. I don't know how these teams are going to get on in. The Sentinels are up on this ridge line, so the Sentinels may have this locked in, but we'll see how the rest of these teams figure out this puzzle on how to get into zone. So let's go ahead and scroll on in a whole lot more and see. Let's see what Assault OP. Oh, it looks like Jay Nepal way over here. It looks like they're going to go ahead and push up onto Jay Nepal. No, they are not. I thought they were getting ready to push up and in because the zone. I don't know what they're going to do with this zone. We still have 8 teams in this. Let's check in on Little Fox. No, not now, not now. Alright, let me get that iPad back up there and we'll go ahead and check in on the map and see what these guys are doing. And that's as far as we can roll on in. You can see that they are all around that outer edge of zone trying to get into zone, but the zone is pretty much locked down. Sancho and Love ain't moving. Zone's cooked. Yes, it is, Mr. Flash. Yes, it is. The zone is so toxic. I cannot believe we ended up all the way over on this wall. I still remember the time we ended up on the wall at the very... Oh, and we still going to the wall. Our zone just popped again, and we still have at least 10% wall. And it's pretty much straight down from here. So let's see if we can get over here and go up so that you guys can see this zone. That is your zone, straight up, guys. We do have the Sentinels versus the Mazexes and the Emperors. I'll go ahead and leave it like that for just a second while I try to get back into here. And Sentinels has a good setup. Yes, they do. But we'll see what they do to get on in. Oh, that nade down on the Mazexes by Cloudy. What a nade. Alright, so we do have 7 players remaining and three teams. So let's see. Let's see what we can see from here. We're back in. We have the Sentinels still up top, and we are, oh, look at this. We have the Sentinels down on the ground too. And we are down to just a duo for the Emperor. It looks like Little Fox trying to get up into zone. October 0 outside of zone. Is that telling you this zone straight up, guys? Straight up zone. And Little Fox, oh, right over the... Hello everyone, welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Nepal on top. 25 total points with the winner chicken dinner. It's me, the Coco de Sexy Ducky is playing God. Yes, Ducky. Woo, that was hot. Coming in second, Third Eye with 20 total points. And the Villains coming in third with 19. So there are your scores. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can see that they are still loading in. They're saying 1 minute now, so hopefully they'll start loading in a little faster. So there are your scores. Please don't forget, if the screen suddenly goes black, I will be right back. It just means that my computer blue screened on me again. Let's just hope we can get through tonight. We're limping along on the essentials. So it did dump in my disk yesterday, so maybe we can make it, maybe not. We'll hope. So anyway, they're saying now 2 minutes. Wow, they pushed it all the way out to 26 now. So that is 2 more minutes. Let me go ahead and do this. Let's go back this way. And then I'll go ahead and put the B right back up. And I'm going to drink some more water. I will be right back. Severny going to the east of Rozak in school area, over the top of Watertown, Pachinki, the 12-pack, the West Bridge, and down the western edge of Sosnovka military base. This is very low, so I got to turn it up a little bit so I can actually hear it. There we go. Alright, so at the very start of the flight, you can see that we've got several teams already jumping off. We have SW Esports with the Sentinels down in Severny, and the Emperors are jumping with, let's see if I can click on one of them. I can't get underneath it, but I think it's the Mazexes that are going to Stauber. I see a team right under the Emperors, but I can't click on them. Alright, and let's see. It looks like Pachinki has 2 teams. We got Rain Esports over with the Real Gunners Esports headed down to Pachinki. So let's see. Obi-Wan! Keep up the good work, Green. Good luck, everyone. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Obi-Wan. Thank you. Alright, let's get into these matches, Obi-Wan. Thank you so much. Alright, so it looks like the Emperor's pulled away from it. Was the Mazexes headed up to Stauber. We do have the 2 teams over here in Severny, but the Emperor just got a knock. Ooh, Little Fox, let me in. Let's see what's going on over here with Little Fox. He did get that knock up the hill onto the Mazexis, but I think the Mazexis are going to be able to get their... No, Little Fox got the elimination too. I missed that. Alright, so let's go ahead and check in on what's happening with... I got to check in on Ghosty. We know that Ghosty's going to be in here checking on his boys. Let's see what Ghosty's doing. He is right in the middle of all of them surrounding him from... the Real Gunners Esports. So we do have Wolf, Coffin, Nemo, and Vortex all around Ghosty. You can see that they are on all different points from... Hello everyone, welcome back. We are still getting loaded in. We're just about fully loaded in. Look at this. We are only missing 2 players and 1 player now. So we'll have a full lobby for you guys. Don't forget, it is 36. The top 36 performing teams will be moving up and in. So let's go ahead and jump with Third Eye. Kujan, 6 eliminations, 1,022 damage. There you have that. Let me get that off of there. And let's go down and find Third Eye Kunjan. Let's see, where is he? All the way down at the bottom. There we go. There is your last match top fragger on your screen. Let me put the iPad up and give him some screen time love. And let's go. Welcome back to the EXO Esports $1,300 Conquest League. This is the elimination stage. The last 2 matches for groups B and E tonight. And we're coming up from the bay just between Bantai and the docks, going across the top of the cave quarry to the west of Paradise, over Tap Monk, and going out north of Cow. So there's your flight path. And we already have Third Eye. Third Eye is already off the plane, headed over towards Samhee along with Dreamers and Poison Esports. So Samhee, very hot. Looks like we've got Made in Nepal with Team Star, Control Star, sorry, and the villains. The villains headed over towards Ruins. Team Manic, Control Star, and Sinners are all right there in Painan. The rest of the teams look like they're pretty separated, so let's go ahead and head on down to Painan and check in on what is happening. We got Made in Nepal right over here on top of the Sinners. We got Team Control Star right across. Let's see who is down there. We have so many players out here. All right, so the Sinners in a fight with Made in Nepal. Oh, Mr. Zorro. Let's see. Whoops, wrong side of the water. Let's get on over here and see what's going on. And now we are down to just a duo for the Sinners. And looks like Bluxar is all the way up over here, but Karen is trying to get him picked back up for on. And the jump shot, and he was able to get that elimination. So now we do have player 69 coming up and around, but he came right in front of Scarface, and now Scarface with Bluxar. And now let's see what is happening over here. Oh, Scarface ran right into the duo. So now Bluxar all the way over here is trying to get up and into Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal down to just a duo. We got Psych Boy and Mr. Zorro over here. Team Control Star. They are all getting into position in all different angles, coming right up and in. Mr. Zorro is still in the same building as the Sinners, and I see Manic not too far away from all this as well. I'm not sure where Manic is. Let's get over to Team Control Star because they are pushing right up and in. Star is up to 2 eliminations, but we still have 2 teams over here at least. So now let me check in on the rest of this. and this is the main fight at the moment. We have Dauntless. Dauntless is on Camp Alpha Island all to themselves. They have all of Camp Alpha Island, though most of Camp Alpha Island is outside of the play zone. So let's see. We also have the Golden Fire all the way up into Cow. We do have, it looks like Nepal on top in a fight with the Digital Age. Let's get on over here, see where the Digital Age are all coming up right over here onto Krishna. This is all Digital Age over on this side. We do have a duo from Nepal on top, still in Camp Bravo, but we have almost there, not too far away from that as well. Alright, so look at this. Team Control Star taking over Painan. We did have 3 teams drop here, and now we are down to 1. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can see what's going on with your teams, where your teams are. And it looks like Manic is pulling away from Painan. They're headed over towards the ruins area where the villains are at the moment. And everybody else seems to be pulling on in as well. The Golden Fire is getting kind of close to Camp Alpha Island, and Claus is over at Hot Tin. So Claus driving right on through. Hot Tin all by himself. Axe Force just got a knock. Let's see what happened over there. It was with Manic Hod. Hod drove right up and in onto Valak right here, and we do have X-Force all right up in this area, and right across the bridge from Vortex. Vortex is on the other side, trying to get those angles over onto 24K. Does get quite a bit of damage onto him. Let's see. That was mostly headshots, too. Look at his helmet. Alright, guys. Let's see what else is happening. I think right now everybody's just getting into their positions. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can check in on where your teams are and where they are rotating. We do have, let's see, You Know Me from Third Eye. Third Eye is getting pretty close over here to Team Control Star. I did see them not too far off in the distance, and I do see them coming right towards them. So we'll stay here for just a second. The little tut-tut. Oh, he's right up on that ridgeline. And look at this. He's watching that ridgeline. He saw Team Control Star right behind him. But it doesn't look like Team Control Star coming down into this compound. And he's got his little horse. Oh, they are. Here they come. So You Know Me now. Getting pulled up on by Team Control Star. Ooh, Forever driving right into Adam. Oh, he had that 3 times on his M4. Now let's see. Looks like the rest of Team Control Star moving in, but Third Eye taking over the top of this as they're taking those shots straight on down, and You Know Me was able to get out of that, but the Vikings came up and around, and they were able to get that knock over onto Cool Joe. So now, let's see. Where are the Vikings? I see them now. They're all up in that ridgeline right across from them. Let's see what else is going on. Almost there. Manned up onto the 4 rogue men over by the quarry. And Dauntless is going to come right on through the villains. Oh, that could be nasty over on that Camp Alpha bridge. The villains have that bridge locked down. Ooh, Claus, be careful with that bridge. Go across the land bridge. Go across the land bridge. Surprise! Surprise! Alright, so now let's go ahead and put the iPad back up so you can check in on your teams. I do feel a nasty fight coming up between almost there over by the quarry with the 4 rogue men and Dauntless and the villains. I do see that as well. There goes Kunjan. Kaiser is now the sole survivor. The last one still standing. The Vikings all the way across the top of these hills were able to knock and thirst the 3 of them from Third Eye. So let's see. What else do we want to look in on? Oh, I feel some fights coming. I do. Let's go over and check in on Almost There Wiz. They definitely know the 4 rogue men are right down below him. And there goes the 4 rogue men. So Wiz is keeping an eye on him. Let's see. Is he going to take those shots? No, he's not. He's just watching that rotation because they are out of zone and they do want to get into zone. And look at Bob. He's not coming across that bridge. Woo! Go across the land bridge. Come up behind those villains and say surprise, surprise. Now it looks like Kaiser headed all the way over to Nacom. He's going to be just fine over in that area unless the Dreamers noticed him driving by as a solo. Let's see. What is he doing over here? I think he was on a horse, and I think he's going to be just fine, but he is right underneath the Dreamers. And the villains are still waiting over here on this bridge for Dauntless. Look at this. Oh, they are waiting. Oh, I think Dauntless was up on that hill, so Dauntless not too far away. Let's check in on Casper. Can they see you, Casper? I think they did. I think they saw Bob, maybe. Bob, are you in that vehicle? Yeah, I think they might have seen Bob. All right, let's see. The four rogue men. The 4 rogue men came right over here with Almost There. And Demon did get knocked. Zoom. He's got you in his sights. All right, so let's see what else is going on. Looks like Dauntless. Oh, they're going to come across that bridge, guys. I'm going to cry. Alright, so let's go. Let's check in on what's happening right over here between all these teams. Because we got another team. We got X-Force coming up behind Almost There. And 4 rogue men. Oh, the 4 rogue men are down to... Are we down to just a solo? We are down to just a solo for the 4 rogue men. But... here comes X-Force coming right up and behind Philo. Let's go over to Philo. Here comes X-Force right up and in. And oh, the Molly through the seat swap. Philo, oh, he's over here by himself. So let me go ahead and put that up and we'll go across. And Almost There, still trying to get those shots. Oh, look at it. Dauntless came down to the Triangle of Death. They went across the land bridge. Let's go. Let's go. And Valak does find Philo. And now Ramen sitting here with the Vikings on the outside of him. He is sitting here by himself as a solo with X-Force and Almost There in the fight over here. And 24K was knocked, but he's back up onto his feet. Valak getting 2 of those eliminations. He must have been the drive-by Male. Alright, we do have Almost There on that water line, but we also have the Vikings on the backside. Look at this. Dauntless coming into the Triangle of Death. They got away from that. And now, here comes X-Force coming right up and in on top of the Golden Fire. Ooh, trying to drive right on across, right over the top of them. But here comes the other half of X-Force. Let's see. As they are coming right up and in. 3-point and Fate just... throwing those shots up and over. Look at the jump shot up and over. Alright, so the Golden Fire, I think are down to just this solo now. It is LX. Alright, what else is happening? This is the main chaos going on right now. We still have Almost There down to the south of X-Force and the Golden Fire. Let's see. Ooh, what's happening over here between Vikings and the Digital Age? So we do have Genis trying to get those shots across onto Wizard and Fazino. So Fazino, there goes the... oh! What a nade by Fazino! Right up and in onto Genis from... and here comes Diamonds, but they still have the rest of the Vikings all right in front of them. All right, let's go ahead and put that up there. There you go. Let me put the iPad up so you can check in on where your teams are. And let me know in the chat if there's somebody in particular you want to check in on. All right, we do have Poison taking over most of Tampang area. Kaiser making it in from Third Eye. And we do have Nepal on top coming up and around. It's going to end up right in the lap of Candy Joe. X-Force still wrapping around. X-Force is now headed over towards Dauntless. Uh-oh. This could be a mess over here as well. So let's see. Dauntless is right over at the Triangle of Death, right down below where Freepoint and Fade are coming in. It looks like we lost 24K. I didn't see what happened in that. And our zone is getting ready to pop again. And blah, 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 blah for the Vikings. He's the last one still standing. But the Digital Age, Darwin has also been not. Oh, he's watching Diamonds. Diamonds is up in the Overwatch. Let's see. Very quiet right here, and we're headed over to Painan. So right back where Team Control Star started. It looks like the Dreamers are going to end up right on top of Zoom. Zoom, you need to get back to your team now. It's time to go back. And oh, we just lost the Vikings. And no, blah, blah is still right down below Diamond. Blah, blah still right there. But now Diamonds is also getting shot at by the 4 Rogue Men Ramen. And look at this. Blah, blah paying attention to all the Digital Age right in front of them. Alright, let me scroll in just a little bit more. Oh, Dauntless. Dauntless is now in a fight with Manic and the Villains. They were all right there on top of each other. It looks like Dauntless is headed back over towards that north side. The Villains headed out. And, oh, Nepal on top did end up right on top of Poison. I did just miss that, guys. I missed it. I'm sorry. Alright, let me scroll on in. I'll go ahead and put this back up here for a minute so you can see these crazy rotations these teams are taking. And, ooh, Digital Age, they came right up and into Poison too. Poison now has 2 knocked, but they should be able to get their teammates picked back up because there's nobody over here. And Kaiser made it all the way across Ruins Island. He came from Nikam and went all the way back over to Painan to get found by Zoom. Zoom right out that side, but now Zoom is keeping an eye across the way onto, oh, Claus. Claus just got in and got knocked by the Villains right on over here. The Villains, let's see what's going on with the Villains as wrecked. And it looks like Kahola? Kahola. I don't even know, guys. I don't know, but it does look like Dauntless went ahead and moved on out. I'm sorry, Claus. I'm sorry. And we do have X-Force coming across that bridge as well. I see Fate right on over there. Can Fate see Dauntless right across the way? It looks like Fate is, oh, I see what you're doing, Fate. But now we are still going over to Painan. Look at this, almost there. Oh, Poison got pulled up on over here by the Dreamers, and this is not the Poison. Oh, let's get on down here and see Dreamers finished them off. And now Dauntless is coming really close to the Dreamers. We got X-Force down in Painan. Look at this. We've got Dauntless coming into Painan right on top of almost there already here. G9. All the Dauntless right here under G9. So now let me go ahead and scroll up just a little bit more. Looks like the Villains just found another player out in the wild. I didn't catch who that was. Let me go ahead and put that up there so you guys can see that they're still coming in from that western edge. And let me get on back because we do have Dauntless in here and the Villains and X-Force. We have them all right on top of each other. And what is happening with Manic over here? Manic is down to just Vortex. Vortex trying to get on out of there as they pulled right up and in to the Dreamers, and now Vortex coming into Painan as well, right next to Dauntless. Oh, Blaze. Blaze did not like the uninvited guest in his house. And we are still going to Painan. We still have Painan and the hill behind it. And look at this. Vikings, blah, blah. Oh, just got found. Just got taken out by the play zone. So denied those points. And now let's check in on the Dreamers. The Dreamers are coming up right on top of the Villains. The Villains. All right, let me scroll on in. There we go. Oh, Villain Smokey gets him from up top. So now, look at this, though. HP 43 up to 4 eliminations. I'm not sure if that was a squad wipe and I missed it. I'm sorry if it was. I'm very sorry. Let me get this iPad back up while they're doing that. And now the chaos in Painan is breaking out. So now let's get on down to see. Let's check in on Zoom. Zoom, what are you gonna do? Zoom is the last one still standing for almost there. Has all these teams behind him. He has Dauntless behind him, X-Force behind him, the 4 rogue men right there. Look at this, trying to get that wild peak right, that cheeky peak angle. And here comes X-Force. Oh, X-Force with that nade right up and over, and Valak jumping over and getting him. And we still have Dauntless over here watching Valak and Free Point come up in the long. Oh, both of them down to about 10 HP. This second nade will be devastating to X-Force. And there goes X-Force. Double nades, double eliminations for Blaze. And now Dauntless is in zone. We are down to the last 3 teams. We have Dauntless, the Dreamers, and down to now just the Villains. And it is just Smokey. Smokey is the last one still standing for the Villains. And all 3 of them from Dauntless are coming right up and in on top of them. Looks like we got Casper coming right up with Blaze doing the off angle. Casper still throwing those nades up and over, and there it goes. Dauntless coming in first. Let me get that off of there. And I forgot to switch the map markers, guys. You forgot to tell me. Shame on you guys. Dauntless coming in first with 6 eliminations. The Villains coming in second with 2 eliminations. And Dreamers Esports coming in third with 4 eliminations. GG top 3. Let me just go ahead and change that marker over to Sandhawk. You guys didn't see that. Here are your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. X-Force Valak, 6 eliminations, 983 damage. We'll be jumping with X-Force when we come right back for tonight's final match. Be right back. North to south and a double-sided east-west, so we'll keep an eye on that. Yes, Cemeteries, yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Our first zone is all the way over to the western edge. We're going from shooting range, wrapping around school, farm area, and down and around that west bridge, just skimming the top of the Sosnovka military base. Now let's see what's going on over here with the Fearless Stars. They are right over here next to the Broken Esports, Broken Spirits, right? Broken Esports. I thought it was Broken Spirits. Alright, so let's see if we can figure out where SW landed. Up here in Severny. Here you go. Here you go. Here's some of your SW, and he wanted to check in on Drizzy, so we'll go ahead and check in on Drizzy. And I hate this for you guys, I'm sorry, but let's check in on Drizzy, see what Drizzy's all about over here in Severny. He does have the Sentinels right across from him. You can see that the Sentinels are all on that north side. We do have Cloudy all the way across on that western compound side, but Drizzy is down at the south, and we do have Viperio and Moomin right over towards him. Sandy Sir seems like he might have some eyes across the way onto Flo and First, what is that name? First Landlord? Is that what that is? Alright, so that's what's happening up in Severny. Let me go ahead and put that back up here so I can get back into the match. And Obi-Wan, thank you so much. My anxiety is just so crazy, guys. Just not knowing if we're gonna blue screen again tonight. I'm hoping that maybe getting rid of some of the drivers and issues, and hopefully it'll work. So now let's try this again. We'll go up to Severny once we load in. We're not loading in very fast and furious, but we do have Twisted Militia. Let's get in on to SW. Here you go, Shapira. Drizzy on the screen. So they are still up here with the Sentinels. Let me go in and check in on what's happening down here in Pachinki. We do have, it looks like we got Rain in the center, and we still have the real gunners all separating around the outside. So let's see, I think I only see 3. No, there's all 4 of them. All 4 of them are, oh, there he is. He's down there. So Rain Esports doing just fine. I'm not sure what the chicken chokers are doing. Looks like Nighty just came right up and through J Nepal over in Milta area. So let's see. I feel like we're about ready to have a clash from Entity and the Broken. I think it's Broken Spirits, if I remember right. So let's get on over here and see what's going on with God Kid, as he is coming right up towards Entity. He should be able to see them pretty soon because they are not that far away. Let's check in on where Ace is. So yeah, Ace is not that far away. Beep 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 beep. Alright, so let's see. I think those are the 2 main fights that are in right now. We got SW Esports and the Sentinels, Rain Esports, and the Real Gunners Esports. And let's see, let's go back over here, check in on the boys. It looks like, oh, one of them, number 2, Bama Boy is right up here, right between 2 of them. He does have one up on the church. You can see Vortex keeping his eye right on down. Let's check in on what is happening. Hello, Blaze. That's okay. I got you, fam. Alright, let's see. I thought you were the tag. He was. Oh, Sushi's World, or SW. I'm going to get in trouble tonight because it definitely says SW Esports. And they did get a knock over onto Jip in the Sentinels. We do have Viper. I thought that said Viper Rio. It's Viper 10. Alright, so Drizzy is coming up and in. Here you go, Shapira. Here comes Drizzy, pushing right up and into the Sentinels. The Sentinels, we do have, ooh, they are coming out and around. We do have Cloudy across the street, but we do have one right behind him. I was getting ready to say, oh no, Flo got the double knock. So now it's just down to Viper and Moomin. So let's see what's going to happen now. And I'm just kidding with you. I'm toxic. I support all teams. Hello, Blaze. Alright, so let's see what Moomin can do. He does have all 4 of them from the Sentinels right across from him and Viper. Oh, we got the sticky bomb. Boop. Not sure I've seen anybody actually get knocked by the sticky bomb just yet. But there's always a first, Moomin. There's always a first. But we do have Viper right up here. So let's see what's going on. Flo on Sentinels for sure. Flo just got at least 2 knocks. So let's go back over to Pachinki and see what's happening over in Pachinki while we watch watch what happens up here in the we still have a 4v4 over in Pachinki, and you can see that they are all getting ready to come up and around. Let's get on over to the Sentinels and see what's going on. Here is your Flo. Oh, Moomin coming right out in, but Moomin gets knocked. Ooh, by the landlord. The landlord taking him down, and so now it's just up to Viper. Viper is the last one still standing as he's coming up and around. Oh, and there goes SW out to 3 of them for the first landlord. Extreme Slayers right over here with Entity. Let's see if we can get over to Entity, find out what's happening. Looks like Legend just got knocked out of him. We did lose Nexus OP. And what is happening right on down below? Hunter getting 2 and Psycho getting 1. Is that it for the Extreme Slayers? I believe so. I no longer see them in here, but it does look like we... Hello everyone, welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Dauntless with that winner chicken dinner, 31 total points. The Villains coming in second with 27. Nipok on top with 25 total points. Let's get this match marker. There we go. And get the iPad up. Let's go ahead and close that. Come on, close. Ugh. Too many clicks. Alright, so we are starting. This time we are going to be jumping with... Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I must have cleared it out. Who was it? X-Force Valak. I'm sorry, Valak. I forgot to take the screenshot of it. But I remember you were the top fragger, and we are jumping with you, giving you some screen time love, giving you some Brazil send-off love. De Coco de Zagzi. Hello. Alright, so we have 562 seconds before our final flight path tonight for groups B and E. This is the final match for the elimination stage. And don't forget, the top 36 teams move on. Not so many out of each group, so every point counts. Let me go ahead and put that map up there, and here we go. Tonight's final match. We're coming in from the east over the top of Milta Power, going across the top of the shelter area north of Farm, over Pachinki, Gaka, and out the Pacific Coast Highway. And there is your final flight path for EXO Esports Conquest League, the $1,300 Conquest Tournament Elimination Stage, Groups B and E. Tomorrow night is the final night for the elimination stages. Now, I hope you got your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the EXO Esports Discord server, because we will be doing the Wheel of Names after tonight's final match while we wait for the scores. It looks like the scores are printing. Let's hope everything goes smoothly. Alright, so No Mercy again with another membership. 2 memberships tonight. Thank you, No Mercy. Almost there, headed up to Lipovka. Very close together, but it looks like Third Eye is going to go ahead and head into Lipovka. We do have quite the line of shoots headed down towards the military base. We've got Dreamers Esports, 4 Rogue Men, and the Digital Age all right there on that northern side of military base. It looks like the Vikings are taking over Pachinki by themselves. We got the Sinners over by Nepal on top by Razhak. We've got X-Force headed down to the Quarry Pachinki or Quarry Primorsk area. Team Control over on the Pacific Coast Highway, taking over all those little compounds over there. So let's head on down to Paddy. Let's go to Dreamers, because he did get that 1v4. Oh, I already got one knock right when we switched over. And we do have We do have another one coming up and around, and I'm not sure what that sound was because it's not showing up on this just yet, but Patty is getting pushed up on by 2 of them from the 4 rogue men now, so let's see. Neverside just became a sponsor. I like it. Thank you so much. No mercy. Oh, Patty did get knocked, so now we do have Vitu coming right up and in, and HP 43. They are trying to get up and over to try to get Patty picked back up. We do have the 4 rogue men right down in that compound, right in front of them. There goes one of the bombs. Let's see, sticky bomb going off, not getting any damage, but both of them from the 4 rogue men. Oh, he knew that he was right down there. And so now it is Sandu down to about 10 HP over here with, oh, he's only got the pistol, the double. Oh, and now it is a 1v. No, Damon came up right behind him, so Damon's on the backside trying to get those shots, and Damon goes down. And so now here comes Sandu coming out and around. Oh, and now, so it looks like the Dreamers Esports, Patty getting 3 of them from the 4 rogue men, and then HP 43 on that save. So let's go. Let's see what else is going on. It looks like everyone's pretty separated. I'll go ahead and put that map up there so you can check in on your team. No mercy. Thank you so much. Alright, let's see. We might have Candy Joe from Poison Esports headed right into the Golden Fire, so I'm going to switch over to Candy. We'll go ahead and pay attention, see if Candy ends up right at, oh, Candy, do you see the Golden Fire right in front of you? Oh no, not a place to get stuck on a tractor. So let's see what's gonna happen over here. See if he's got to know that they're right there. Candy Joe may be able to see you. You do have a mini. Did you not see? I'm not sure. Oh, Candy Joe does not miss shots. So Candy Joe was able to get that knock, but here comes the rest of Poison, but they are getting answered by the Golden Fire over here. Alright, let's see. What else can we see on the map down below? Looks like almost there, headed up to Stauber. They'll be just fine up in Stauber. They've got that whole north side just to themselves. Alright, so X-Force, I see Fate is not too far away from Team Control Star. I'm not sure. We might have the next fight over there. We still have the duo from the Golden Fire. It looks like they're gonna go ahead and move on out, but they're headed west, and so they may end up right in the lap of Team Control Star. And like I said, we still have Fate right down just to the south of Team Control Star. Let me go ahead and put that up so you guys can really get a better idea. And Candy Joe gonna go ahead and head over towards the school area with the rest of Poison, but they're gonna end up on the Sinners. So that may be our next fight. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Poison. Lay was headed straight for the Sinners and turned around and headed back to the school compound just to the west of school. Looks like Fate and Team Control Star have also moved apart from each other. Let's see what else is going on. As you can see, it's pretty quiet right now. Everybody's getting into their position, getting their places in zone. Let's see. Yeah. We still have last match. Yes, it is a Z Beast. It is the last match. I think we've got, let me go over to the Sinners, because it does look like the Sinners are starting to trying to figure out where Nepal and Tap are down in Rashok. So we'll pay attention to that. And that right now it's very, very quiet. These last few points that these teams need are crucial. Crucial. I got to say your name again. Crucial. Alright, so we do have Dauntless still outside of zone. We've got Team Control Star outside of zone, X-Force, Dreamers, and the Digital Age. The Dreamers are over on that west bridge. I'm not sure if they're going to try to wait out the Digital Age, but I think the Digital Age usually goes up that that east bridge. Ooh, Scarface. Scarface came up, was the first one to take those shots from across the way. It's got that scar going. Scarface using the scar. Ooh, he gets the knockover on the BOP. Alright, so let's see. Don't think they're gonna push that. Are they pushing that? I think they are actually pushing that. Alright, so let's go. Looks like they moved up and into, and we already have bullets all right on over here trying to get those nades right on down. He's got a nade in his hand. Oh, tries to get those shots right out into that ridge line. They fall on top. Bai is right up here with him, so Bai does get knocked, but we do have Krishna right on over here. Krishna trying to come up and around, trying to throw those nades onto Scar, and Krishna goes down. Let's put Ducky on the screen. Oh, Ducky! Ducky! Duckoko! What happened to Ducky? So now we are down to Bahandai. So let's see. He is the sole survivor for Nepal on top. And we do have the rest of the centers all right over there. No 60 frames per second on PC. No, my PC is having serious issues, Alpha. So I am not stressing it at all. Not at all tonight. So it's blue screened on me the last 2 or 3 nights in a row, so I'm really nervous about that. Oh, Team Control Star coming right up over onto Dauntless Bob, and I'm not sure who's riding along with Bob, but we do have Team Control Star right over here as well. Let's see, where's Team Control Star? Maybe they saw the rotation and turned, but we do have, look at this. Whoops, let me try that one more time. There we go. And they are following right behind Dauntless. They know that Dauntless is right in front of them. Maybe not that it's Dauntless, but let's go. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, Bob taking those shots over at DK right here. And look at this. We do have a fight. It's going to be Team Control Star against the duo. It's Claus. Claus and Bob is right on over here. Let's see what's going to happen now because we do have Team Control Star. Let's get over there on the main screen so we can really see what's happening between Team Control Star and Claus. We got Star right over here throwing those mollies, throwing those up. And there goes Moon. Moon has been knocked and is trying to come out and around. There goes Claus. Alright, so now here comes Blaze. Blaze pulling up and around in Aurora. I'm not sure where Aurora is, but we'll keep Blaze on the screen. And now it is down to just a duo. We've got Star and Forever. Moon is knocked. We did lose DK over here, and we are throwing, oh, Blaze. So now it's just down to Star. Star is the last one still standing as Blaze. Blaze and Casper come up and around, and oh, there they go. So let me go ahead and put that map back up. Dauntless down to a duo, up for eliminations. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down in here and see what else is happening. X-Force in a fight now. Let's get over to X-Force. X-Force up on top of Potato Hill over here with the villains. The villains on Potato. Valak has been knocked. So Fate trying to keep him off of, oh, right in front of Fate. Now Smokey coming up and over that backside. So now let's get on over here with the map and see what's happening on the top, just to the west of Potato Hill. And let's see what's going on. We got Valak still knocked. 99K. Fate's been knocked. Oh, the villains taking out X-Force. And now ZZ was the only one still standing. And now we have a fight up in Yasnaya. So let's get over to Yasnaya with almost there right here on top of Made in Nepal. Almost there. Philo has been knocked. We got Zoom and G9. Let's check in on G9 on Zoom and see what's happening over here with Zoom, because here comes Made in Nepal. Psych, bro. Psych going down and getting out of there. And we still have the Dreamers coming up that West Bridge. Digital Age came up that East Bridge area. We still have Dauntless on that north side of the river all to themselves. Everybody else is kind of getting into around the school area. We do have Made in Nepal and the duo from almost there up here in Yasnaya. So oh, Zoom. You do have a duo from Made in Nepal straight across from you, plus the other two are getting into position right around you. Angry men cheering for almost there. Yes, almost there. Is in a pickle at the moment. You can see that they're getting swarmed by Made in Nepal, but the duo, they only came in as a trio. They did lose Philo. But let's see, Zoom, look at this. They're driving right under Zoom's nose. Where is G9? Oh, G9 made it all the way over here as well. So let's go. And our zone's getting ready to pop again. And it looks like Manic. Ooh, we're going all the way up to Yasnaya Rozhak area. We've got that river separating the north from the south. And it looks like we just lost one from the Digital Age to Manic right down at that shelter area. But those two teams are going to have to come on in. Oh, all three of them from Made in Nepal are coming up. And look at that Psych, bro. Oh, zoom. And so now it's just down to G9 for almost there. He is the sole survivor of almost there. They did get the knock onto Psych, bro. But they Made in Nepal should be able to get him picked back up. And now, so let's see what else is going on. Looks like the Digital Age are going to go ahead and rotate down and around Manic. It looks like Third Eye and the Sinners, they're not too far apart as well. We do have several teams on this crazy rotation. After this fight, we will head on over to the iPad unless another fight breaks out. And oh, G9 paying attention. Ooh, right through that window. Right through the window. Oh, G9. Alright, let me go ahead and put that up there so you can see where the rotations are. It looks like Dreamers Esports right over here in a fight with the villains. So, Patty, we saw this fight earlier down on the northern side of Military Base Island. I think Patty is the last one, so let's see what's going on over here. V2 was about ready to run right into the villains, and the villains are driving right alongside of them. Parallel courses, and I think HP 43 is about ready to see the villains right on top of them. Look at this, the seat swap from Dreamers Esports. HP 43. So let's see. Ooh, don't crash. Alright, so we're right to the northwest of Ruins over here. So let's see, where is Paddy? It looks like Paddy and V2, they're going to go ahead and circle back and around. And now the villains are headed up, and they're going to end up right in the lap of Poison. You know, it looks like Dauntless took over the Coops compound, you know, the one shack grandma's house on this west bridge. Coops always ends up over here, I swear. So that's what I call it. Alright, so we do have Manic all the way down here by the shelter in the blue. We also have the Digital Age wrapping around to that north side. They're gonna be fine up in that compound right there. And most of the teams are centered around Rozhak area. And let me go over to Mr. Zorro, because Mr. Zorro is coming up onto onto Dauntless straight across, and we also have the Vikings right over here at the gas station as well. So I'm not sure what Mr. Zorro is going to do in this situation, but let me go ahead and scroll on in. We still have Manic way out in the blue. We have the Digital Age Wizard out in the blue, but the rest of the teams are in zone, and we still have the river separating the zone. We've got the north and the south, but we have moved away from Rosshawk, so we're headed over to the eastern side. We do have East Ros still in this, but just a little bit of the eastern side of Ros as well. And we still have the solo from Made Nepal, or Nepal on top, still there as well. And the villains and Poison are still right on top of each other. It looks like the villains are over here at the gas station, and Z's from the villains are pretty close to the Digital Age. Let me go ahead and put that map up so you can check in on your teams. And let's go, Dauntless is Zani. Yes, Dauntless. Dauntless is doing well, Zani. But they are down to just a duo, and I think they're about ready to get pulled up on by, I think that's the Digital Age. Let's get over to Blaze and Aurora as here they come. But they also have Made in Nepal straight across from them, and the Vikings over at the gas station. Aurora trying to get that shot, but he's keeping an eye on Made in Nepal. Let me go over to Blaze, see what's happening with Blaze. Oh, Blaze found Wizard. There you go. So let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit more. Now put this map back up. You can see that the Vikings are over, or no, the villains are at the other gas station. So we've got the Vikings down at the one gas station. It looks like the Vikings rotated down and around, and the villains are still up at the other gas station. Blaze is keeping an eye on, ooh, Made in Nepal straight across. They're trying to come up and around that backside, but now Dauntless does have to move. The Made in Nepal, look at that. They are all coming down that northeast dinosaur head. Aurora. Casper getting chewed up quite a bit as Made in Nepal goes driving right on past. And Blaze, Blaze there. Blaze a little too tall in that buggy. And so now we do still have the split from Made in Nepal, trying to get those different angles over onto Dauntless. But I see the duo from Made in Nepal might get pulled up on by the villains up at the top as well. And look at this, we're headed down to the East Ros area. The Vikings now in a fight over here with Manic. So let's see what's going on in the forest right on over here. We got the Vikings down to just a duo. Blah blah and Delusion. Astro pulling right up and in, and Astro getting taken out. I think that might have been the last one from Manic, but here comes Third Eye. Moonjan coming up and around, trying to get into this third party, and Cool Joe as well. They do have the Vikings down in that dip, so let's get on over to that. And Dauntless still pulling up onto Made in Nepal. So let's see what's going on. Made in Nepal is not making it easy. So we'll stay here for just a second more with Dauntless. They are in first place right now, so we'll stay there. And Cool Joe just got found by Fazino. So now let's see what's going on with Kunjan. Let's go over towards Kunjan, see what he can see. It looks like he's going to go ahead and try to pick up Cool Joe. Alright. Made in Nepal still pushing up. Here comes the Playboy right in front of Blaze and Aurora. Look at that. But we still have Psych Bro. Psych Bro still on that backside. Why are you on the back of that buggy? Get off the back of that buggy. What are you doing? Oh, look at this. Kunjan gonna go ahead and take Cool Joe and get him back into the zone in the car. He's gonna go ahead and lead the Vikings. The Vikings are gonna be able to get everybody picked back up, and there goes Dauntless now. So let's see what else is happening with the rest of this. And we still have the Vikings over here. We still have Maid Nepal up top. We still have the Sinners coming down. Fazino, that's where you got him from. The troll, the bridge troll. Oh, and he finds blah, blah, but he gives his position away to Delusion. Delusion knows that we've got the bridge troll now. And let's see, it looks like Delusion right on that other side. Let me see if I can find Delusion. Delusion trying to throw some smokes as here comes Playboy coming across, trying to get those shots up on top of the bridge across the way. And Third Eye, you know me, but do I really? Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We are still crushing into this eastern edge of Rozhok, and now we are south of the river. The river, just a little bit of the north side of this river. But let's get over to the Dreamers. I can't click on any of them from the Dreamers. Let's see what's going on with Patty with the sticky bombs. We hear sticky bombs going off over here. The Dreamers trying to pull up into the red house. Ooh, he's got poison right behind him as well. So now, let's see. The last 7 teams. We still have the Sinners outside of the play zone. We have Maiden Nepal outside of the play zone. Oh no, and Patty gets knocked. Let's check in on somebody else. There we go. Still trying to get those shots. Oh, he's got the MK14. Let's go. And Third Eye is still pushing up and in, but Third Eye paying attention in Digital Age. Fazino gets found from underneath the bridge as the Playboy. Playboy trying to come in across. And we still have the villains coming across the river as well. We still have all this chaos going on over here at the house. The red house has 3 teams over here. We've got the Sinners. The Dreamers did take over the red house. We have Third Eye coming up and in, and we still have the villains coming in and across, and Maiden Nepal coming in right into the water, driving right on in. So I think you can see most of the players there. And now let's get off of this guy and let's head over to this side as they're pulling right up and in, throwing those nades, trying to get in. Oh, and he does get that, does get the drop. So now let's get on over, try to find somebody that's in an active fight, guys. Let's check in on where everyone is. Let's get back over to the Dreamers. The Dreamers are still trying to hold off the 2 other teams trying to come up into the red house. And let's see, the poison has crept up, and they are now right on this ridge line. Even Ornery in the shack. Candy Joe, look at this crazy angle on the ridge line, but Candy Joe does have the Sinner down in the water. And oh, did you see him? I thought Candy Joe might have seen him, but maybe not. Look at this, Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser with the run over. So now Lay's still on the backside, and we still have the Dreamers inside. We still have Ornery. Oh, Kaiser got knocked on that drive-by, and Candy Joe may be able to get picked back up, and we do have a drop right here. Candy Joe is saying, pick me up, and you know me is coming up and over the ridgeline now on the other side, still trying to get the Dreamers inside the red. So now here comes another nade up and over. And so we are down to the final 4 teams. We still have everyone fighting over this red house. We have Poison, Candy Joe down to 1 HP. The Sinner is still in the water. Look at this. He is healing up, trying to get on in. We have Third Eye down to just a trio. The Dreamers still on that top floor with a trio. We got Poison Esports as a trio. The Sinners going out in 4th place in the water. You know me is pulling right up and in. Oh, and he gets taken down and out. So now we are down to the Poison Esports versus the Dreamers Esports. Let's get back up to Patty. Keeping an eye right across the way onto Candy Joe. Oh, Candy Joe, you can see your head. Keep your head down. Candy Joe just able to move out of the way of that. We do have Lay down to about 50 HP, trying to heal back up. Look at this. Ooh, Lay gets found right on down. Patty able to come out and around. Candy Joe on the backside. Patty's still trying to come up and in. Patty. Let me get this iPad off of there. Dreamers Esports coming in first with 8 eliminations. Coming in second, Poison Esports with 5 eliminations. And Third Eye coming in third with 5 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. And 16. Going all out. Dreamers HP 43, 4 eliminations, 817 damage, and I will be right back with the wheel of names and hopefully tonight's final scores. Be right back. Might have another fight over here on the western edge of Potato Hill. Let's see, Jack Lord, you got a whole team coming up right behind you. It is Twisted Militia. Twisted Militia coming up onto the Potato Hill area. So let's see, we're just right behind the Chicken Chokers. We got the Punk on the screen. But we still have the Real Gunners Esports and Rain Esports right there in Pachinki. Panthers are now coming up onto Entity right on top of Mount Everest. And let's see what's going to happen now. We'll go ahead and check in on the iPad, see what we can see over here. We still have a couple of teams out in the blue. We still have Fearless Stars over in Melta Power. We've got Jay Nepal coming through the Shelter Mansion area. We do have the Sentinels coming down from Severny. And I think that's about it for the teams out in the blue. The Real Gunners, oh no, the Real Gunners. Let's see what's going on over here. We did lose Ghosty. No, Ghosty. And let's see what's happening over here. Vortex is down to about 1 HP. He was able to heal up as here comes Rain Esports. Oh no. So let's see what Brian can do. Where's Brian? Brian is still coming up and around, and it does look like nobody's going to go ahead and get that res off, but we do have Entity coming up and over the top of that as well. So let's see what else is going on over here. Looks like one of them was knocked, but we did get Bot picked back up. But we have Twisted Militia also coming in to this eastern side. Look at this. Here they come right up and in onto Rain East. Welcome back, everyone, to the Wheel of Names. Shout out to Exo Esports and Crucial and the gang for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. And we do have the scores. But first, congratulations to Spidey for the first time in so long. Congratulations, Spidey. All you need to do is get over to the Exo Esports Discord server, open a ticket, and tell them you won tonight's UC giveaway. Congratulations. Thank you to each and every one of you 65 names on this Wheel of Names. Thank you so much for supporting Exo Esports and me. We both truly appreciate you. And now, are you ready to see these scores? They're unofficial final scores for Group B and E. Dauntless coming in first with 38 total points. The Villains 36. Poison Esports 33. Third Eye 31. There are your scores going into tomorrow. So remember, the top 36 teams. So each and every one of these points counts, and they do They do have 8 total games, so it'd be Dauntless tonight, 38 plus whatever they got the last time they played, which I think was Tuesday. I'm losing which day is what. But there you go. Have a great night, everyone. Come back tomorrow for the final elimination stage. It should be Group C and F. So then we'll be going into the playoffs. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting EXO Esports and me. We both truly appreciate you. Hope you have a great night. Happy Saturday night. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.